So only the baddest of the big bags get a follow-up episode on 600 Pound Life. That means Pimp Daddy TLC got them working overtime. They know times are tough out here. I mean, you already showed your booty cheeks on camera, so what's a little more camera time for an extra $50? You know, something strange for a little extra change. And the Where Are They Now episodes of 600 Pound Life are a complete wild card. It's either the tables turn or bitches crash and burn. Now, Jeanne Covey's original episode was already on some freak nasty nonsense.
I hate my life. I hate people. I hate people. I don't feel good. Really angry. Dr. Now isn't being fair at all, but I'm going to prove him wrong. And then I'm going to shove my progress in his face.
Her overall hygiene seems to be extremely poor. Her mom says she's been trying to keep Jeanne clean, but she's not washing her every time she uses the bathroom. So there is feces on the back of her leg and in the cracks and her sores. We have Jeanne and her mom, Barbara, both admitted to the hospital right now.
I'm really nervous about my mom going in for major surgery. The sheriffs told me that my dad, in fact, was deceased. It looked like he just went to sleep and just didn't wake up. With my dad gone, we can't leave the dogs alone. So I'm just not in a place to be able to do Dr. Now's program.
If you have not seen my first video on Jeanne, I will leave the link in the description below. But Jeanne's follow-up episode was just as dramatic as the original.
Honestly, I think I'm doing a lot better with my dad being dead. I'm glad he's gone.
We did an emergency surgery on Barbara about a month ago, but it sounds like Barbara hasn't been following any of direction to keep her sutures clean for the past month. To where now she appears to have an infection that is life-threatening. I'm not seeing any evidence you're going to stop making excuses.
If my body is craving something, I'm sorry. I didn't think orange juice would. I did, sir.
Your body's craving to be 600 pounds.
No, it's not.
Because everything is not going perfect for your life. We understand that.
No, obviously you don't.
We do.
No,
but you're not the only one.
You don't know what I've been through, but that's okay. No, because I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting here and saying that I'm overeating.
But that's never gonna make it okay to be unhealthy because you have a cold.
It's like a shitty ass movie sequel. Fat, Foolish, and Funky 2, The Refunkening. So today we're diving straight into the follow-up episode and breaking down every scene of this mess for y'all. Plus we will also be doing a more recent update on Jeanne to see what she's up to these days. And wait till you see what I found on her Facebook page. If you're new here, my name's Momo, professional internet menace, and my commentary is more raw than Jeanne's unwashed skin fold. So if you like that kind of commentary, please subscribe and like the video, or my manager Nova is coming for them cheeks. Now, without further ado, let's get into the story of Jeremy Jeanne, the sequel. So the first thing we learn in this follow-up episode is not about Jeanne. Oh no, it's about her moldy ass mama, Barbara.
Lately, it's been rough. My mom is going to see Dr. Now in Houston because she has an infection and she needs Dr. Nazardian's help. So that means I'm home by myself and I've never been just all alone.
We did an emergency surgery on Barbara about a month ago to repair a hernia she had that had become so severe that she wasn't going to survive for very long if we didn't take immediate action. But once we did that, shortly after the operation, her husband passed away. But it sounds like Barbara hasn't been following any of direction to keep her sutures clean for the past month. To where now she appears to have an infection that is life-threatening if we don't treat it immediately.
This right here is why we can't have free healthcare. This kind of shit right here. I am fighting back every diabolical thought in my head right now because I am trying my damn hardest to have some kind of understanding because I know that she just lost her husband. But at the same time, there is no excuse for this level of squalor, this foulness. They were already sour and slimy before the dad died, okay? She had already brewed up an infection in that damn swamp she has for her stomach. But we will get to the mom in the hospital here in a minute. we need to check in with Jeanne.
My mom is going to see Dr. Now in Houston because she has an infection and she needs Dr. Nazarian's help. So that means I'm home by myself and I've never been just all alone. So this is just really scary for me. And it's lonely without my mom here.
She's back chilling up in the toxic trailer, and god damn it, I cannot believe I'm sitting here looking at this nasty ass house once again. This is the damn problem right here. Everything in this house needs to be bleached. The furniture, the walls, the damn dogs too. And we just need to put Jeanne's ass through a car wash, let her get nice and scrubbed up. She's sitting up here looking like Patrick Star with this pink dress on. She claims it's a lot of work taking care of everything in the house. Like fucking what?
But it's a lot of work. Taking care of everything at the house, laundry, taking care of the dogs, taking the trash out. I've been checking the mail. It's an extremely big deal for me to walk out to the mailbox and back, and I'm very proud of myself, and I just need to keep doing what I'm doing.
What do you have to do besides feed these dogs some cheap-ass Old Roy? This is the most work Jeanne has ever done in her entire life. I bet Jeanne is feeling like a protector and provider now. Jeanne is over here like a single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops. But Jeanne thinks that all this activity has caused her to lose some more weight.
I do feel like I've lost more weight because when I first started, I couldn't have done any of this. So that's like the only good news out of this whole thing is that I see how extremely important it is for me to have the weight off. I mean, just think of what I can do when I'm another 100 pounds lighter. I've decided that I need to go back to Houston to get weight loss surgery.
And I have to say that Jeanne is looking a little slim. You know, last episode, she was the size of a horse and buggy. This episode, she is looking more like a modest golf cart. But then, all of a sudden, Dirt Daddy is brought up again.
Honestly, I think I'm doing a lot better with my dad being dead. The fact of the matter is that my dad was a sick man and a bad person.
And I'm like, well, why would you say such things about good old Dirt Daddy? You know, he seemed like a friendly, homeless man. He wasn't bothering nobody. But that's when Dirt Daddy's dirty little secret is revealed.
It turns out that he was cheating on my mom. He was talking to other women while my mom was in the hospital and using the last of our money on a dating site. It makes me feel stupid. It makes me angry. It makes me regret giving him a chance 10 years ago to be a part of my life.
Oh, so turns out Papa was a Rolling Stone. This man was out here trying to get him a little something, a little sugar on the side. Now there is no excuse for cheating. It's wrong. It's a wrong thing to do, period. But I don't even know if the mom and him were like together like that anymore. Last episode, all Jeanne said was that he moved back into the house after they were separated for like years. And trust me, I've seen some complicated situations where couples are still living together, but they ain't together. Maybe it was implied that they were supposed to be together, but here's my theory, okay? Daddy moved back into that house because he needed a place to stay, and Mama wasn't giving him no play. You know, maybe the dad said, fuck it. They use most of the money on food. I'm gonna get me a little snack on the side too. Again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
But my dad, I'm glad he's gone. I know he helped me get this way. And I think with him gone and my mom getting healthy and me getting healthy, I think that we're going to finally have a chance at a brand new start.
Either way, Jeanne is allowed to be mad at her father for sure. But at the same time, she can still grieve for him and miss him. Like, grief is very complex and parental relationships can be very complex. You can still be mad and hold him accountable without saying, well, I'm glad that two-timing son of a bitch is dead then. But Jeanne isn't mature enough to know how to express those complex emotions in a healthy way. So now it's fuck dad and everything he stood for. The only thing she misses is that extra social security check.
But with my dad gone, we don't get that check from him being on disability anymore. And that helped a lot.
Anyway, Jeanne says that she is ready for a fresh start, and she thinks everything is going to get better now that there's one less dog in the house, if you get my drift. So we are now back in Houston at the hospital with Mama. Doctor now breaks down the situation while Mom is getting rolled in once again.
She appears to have an infection that is life-threatening if we don't treat it immediately. This morning, the pain from it was so bad, Barbara called us and we sent medical task force to bring her here, and I am admitting her to the hospital to perform surgery on her first thing in the morning. But it's going to take a lot of work to fix the damage she has caused, and we are likely going to need to keep her here for a while.
Now, let me make a little mini timeline here for y'all, because I know that this is a lot of nasty ass activity going on, and it can get confusing. Let me break down the timeline for y'all. A long time ago, before filming, right, before the first episode, all that, Mom had surgery for a busted out colon. Last episode, she developed a life-threatening infection from that old issue. So Dr. Now did surgery to fix that infection and save her life. Then sent her home, where she proceeded to get her sutures infected again. So now she is back in the hospital again, and Doctor Now has to scrub in again to try to save this heifer from herself.
And we are likely going to need to keep her here for a while, because if I send Barbara home, she will probably just let this happen again. So this isn't a good situation we have with her or with Jeanne, because they're both uncompliant and seem to want everything done for them. And it's going to take a lot to try and turn their situation around.
Boy, I tell you, ain't no rest for the wicked. It doesn't pay to be pissy. Now you're back in the hospital with slimy ass sutures looking stupid, all because you don't want to wash your ass and clean up that house. So Mom gets settled into the hospital. She calls her daughter Jeanne to check in.
Sweetie, I just called to tell you that we got here. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty sore and quite a bit of pain.
I'm safe and in good hands, and everything will be fine. Well, I'm really proud of you. You're doing a good job. Thank you for stepping up and taking care of everything.
Well, you needed to get that taken care of, so once you're done, you can take care of me while I have my surgery.
Jeanne is like, shit, Mom has got like 2 or 3 Dr. Now surgeries by now. I can't even get one. I'm starting to get a bit jealous.
This has been a long couple months now, and I thought that I was healing fine. But I guess I might have an infection because I'm in quite a bit of pain. You know, we've been through so much and it's been so painful. But Jeanne and I are hanging in there. She's never really been by herself before, so I'm really proud of her. She's doing a good job.
So they do the surgery, and y'all, I could not show you the atrocity of this woman's stomach because it's too much for YouTube and it's too much for you. Doctor Now spills the tea and lets us know that Mama didn't do any of the very important aftercare instructions they gave her. Matter of fact, it looks like her stomach hasn't even seen soap and water in months because they found dirt and dog hair in her wounds.
So we give her very specific instructions to keep her sutures clean and to wash them every day, and to come back in for follow-up so we could check on her. And it looks like while Barbara was gone, she didn't even maintain basic hygiene after the surgery because we are cleaning out dirt and dog hair in her sutures.
Dirt and dog hair. What kind of diabolical dog ass shit was going on in the house? So now they have to put something called a wound vac on her ass. I'm sorry. So now they have... Hold on. So now they have to put something called a wound vac on her ass, which is basically vacuum sealing her stomach like a damn steak to prevent this woman from concocting the nasty ass itis once again.
So we need to put a device called a wound vac that will use suction to clean and close the wound so it heals how it needs. But that won't be a quick process now.
They saran wrap her and seal her up, and Dr. Now is talking shit because he didn't want to have to come in on his off day to deal with this mess.
And I think if Barbara hadn't needed medical care in Houston, I wouldn't have seen either of them again. So I'm very concerned about her and Barbara at this point because their long-term outlook isn't looking good. Because I'm concerned if I send her home, she will just do the same thing again and end up dead or in another emergency surgery.
But he is keeping Mom in the hospital this time until she is fully healed because he knows if he sends her home, she'll be back a month later with Nickelodeon slime coming out of her stomach again. So next segment, and we are back in Big Sandy with Jeanne, who is pretending to clean and be productive like that's doing a damn thing. Dirt and debris are still caked up on everything.
My mom's been gone for a week. It's been going okay because my dad had to up and die, taking care of everything myself. But Dr. Now arranged to talk over the phone today. And I'm hoping he'll give me the news that my mom is recovered enough to come home soon.
Jeanne said it's been so hard handling things around the house, all because his daddy just had to up and die. And now that's her words, not mine. Now she is forced to be responsible for like 2 or 3 chores around the house. Boo fucking who. However, she has scheduled a phone call with Dr. Now. So she sits down and gets on the call with him.
Hello?
Yeah, Jeanne, this is Dr. Jordan.
Hi, Dr. Now. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing okay. Trying to keep busy.
All right, your mom is doing okay, and her wound is healing, and she's making good progress.
Oh, that's good.
And calling to see why you haven't made it back to Houston. It's been a long time since we've seen you and you left the hospital, and you can't keep going like you have been. So you have to prioritize your health.
And then Dr. Now asks when she's going to get her ass back here to Houston so he can try and save her life. Now, Jeanne claims she is doing the best she can and following the diet, but she doesn't have a way to get to Houston because she don't drive and Mama's not there to take her. So, Jeanne, she like to get smart mouth with Dr. Now. She's like, so what am I supposed to do? Hitchhike?
I understand that, and I'm doing the best I can. I've stuck to the diet. I'm unable to drive. I don't know how to get down there because my mom is already there. How am I supposed to get down there? Just hitchhike?
Hitchhike? No, that's silly. We can send travel for you.
And Dr. Now was like, of course not, you silly bitch. I will send a U-Haul to load you up and ship your ass here. But then Gina's like, well, I don't have anyone to take care of my dogs.
Well, I'm gonna need somebody to help me watch my dogs while I'm down there.
Well, you should be able to find a friend to check on your dogs. We can help you with that.
Well, that's a problem. I need this opportunity. I just need help doing it.
We're trying, Jeanne, but we can't do everything for you.
Do I look like fucking Caesar Milan? You're gonna have to figure that one out. We can't do fucking everything for you.
You have to figure that part out if you want to do this.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Now.
Okay, bye-bye.
I still don't think Dr. Now is being fair about all this. And I don't deserve him not listening to me. I don't have a way to watch my dogs, and that doesn't mean that it's not a priority. I need the surgery, and it's not my fault that my dad died. After everything I've been through, it's not right, it's not fair.
Now, Jeanne is up here talking about what's not fair. No one told you to be a damn animal hoarder on top of everything else you are. You wanted the show to pay for all 15 of these damn dogs to be boarded? She's always the damn victim. It's always, woe is Jeanne. No one is taking care of my dogs for me. No one's here to wipe my ass. So month 8 and mom is finally coming home. She has been gone for a month, which is longer than Jeanne expected.
I am excited because my mom comes home today. She's been gone for a month, which is a lot longer than I expected. It's been hard. It's been rough.
That's because Dr. Now had to quarantine her in the hospital to stop her from getting the Walking Dead virus again. But it's just been so hard on Jeanne, having to get up and do shit, talking about she goes to bed at 10 and wakes up around 7 or 8.
You know, I've been very, very long days. I don't go to sleep till after 10 or 11, and then I'm up again at 7 or 8 because that's what the dogs need. So it's every day.
Oh, so you mean a regular fucking schedule of a productive citizen? She thinks that's just crazy. She thinks she's pulling hospital hours. And it's not like she's punching a time clock, y'all. All she does is feed the dogs, feed herself, and kick up dirt around the house. And she's just exhausted. Jeanne thinks she's just a hustler. Anyway, mom is home from the hospital. They're both feeling like shit, probably because they are living like shit. But Jeanne is so glad mommy is home so she can stop slaving away.
Hi, honey. How are you? Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm tired. Ready for a nap. All my medicine's worn off. How are you feeling? Like, sorry. Let me go get you something for your cold.
How are you feeling? I'm glad you're home. I missed you.
I missed you too, honey. I'm just glad to be home.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad my mom's here so things can feel normal again.
I mean, I've missed her, and now that my mom's back home,
I'm hoping to get better soon so we can get back to Houston for my surgery. Because I have been working really hard and I do deserve to have the weight loss surgery.
Month 10 and we see Mama and Jeanne are finally headed back to see Dr. Now. It's been another 2 whole months since Mom has been back home, and Dr. Now basically had to force them to come back so she can weigh in and try to get this surgery.
Since my mom came home, it's been a couple months, and I'm still not 100% healthy. But Dr. Now said there's no excuse. And if I didn't make it to this appointment, he was going to kick me out of the program. Thankfully, a friend of my mom's said she would take care of the dogs because we can't leave the dogs alone.
Jeanne says she feels like shit. By the way, she still has those titties just loose as a goose. Talking about Dr. Now better cut her some slack.
It was a really stressful, hard month, and I've been feeling like so if Dr. Now is going to give me about my progress, I feel like he could be nice about it.
Dr. Now doesn't cut anybody some slack. The only thing Dr. Now cuts are stomachs, boo-boo. So it's been 4 months, and Dr. Now told her that if she had been on the diet the entire time, she could have lost like 160 pounds. But because he's an understanding and reasonable man, all she had to do was lose 80 pounds, which is about 20 pounds a month.
Dr. Now has been telling me if I'm sticking to the diet, I could easily lose 160 pounds in the last 4 months. But I told him, there's no way I lost that much. So he said, as long as I can get halfway to my goal, I can get approved. So I need to have lost 80 or more to be around 520 pounds.
551.
Jeanne hops on the scale. She's only dropped about 57, which is about 14 pounds a month. Now, could that be worse? Absolutely. But is that good enough for surgery? Hell no. You're supposed to be looking like Lizzo, and right now you're still looking like Amberlynn Reed.
That's not good enough. It might not be enough, but I mean, I'm ready to take the next step. I know I'm ready. I know I can do it. So it would just be stupid to not allow me to have the surgery.
Yeah, because this woman right here, who is smoking at a gas station, knows better than the damn surgeon. Doctor Now has been doing this since way back in the day, back when they were using chloroform for anesthesia. You shut the hell up and sit your sour, sad ass down and let Doctor Now do his damn job. I'm sorry, I just can't stand an entitled bitch. I cannot stand an entitled heifer. Doctor Now comes into the room. First thing he does is ask Jeanne how she's doing and says that he's sorry that she's going through it. But with that being said, it's still very important that she focuses on her own health because she can still croak at any minute now. One bad sleep apnea night and she is gone.
Hello.
Hello, Doc. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How y'all doing?
Better, thank you.
You doing all right?
I'm emotional wreck, but
I know a lot happened for you. You lost your dad, and I'm sorry you're dealing with that. But even with all that, it's still very important for you to focus on your health at your weight. You would have been able to lose 160 pounds, but you didn't even lose half of that. So I'm still very concerned about you, Jeanne, because I'm not seeing any evidence you're going to stop making excuses.
And Jeanne was just like, well, I have a lot of stuff going on, okay? And I was sick, so I admit to drinking a lot of orange juice, but I was sick.
Did that make any sense to you?
yeah, I understand that you wanted me to lose weight, and I've had a lot of stuff going on, okay? I haven't gone back to eating like I was before I started this program. I was sick, and I was drinking a lot of orange juice. I was eating like pineapple and stuff because I was sick and my body was craving the vitamins and everything. But I've been more active. I have felt better physically than I have in a long time.
But that's not an excuse to be unhealthy. Overeating is overeating, and you're still 550 pounds. So you don't want to give up the food. So why don't you be straightforward about that?
But that still doesn't explain why you 550 pounds, like 550 buckaroos, baby. The least you can do is own up to your shit. And Jeanne just keeps going on and on about how she was sick, so her body was craving it.
That's a reality.
Okay, I was sick.
And
Okay.
that's when you started drinking orange juice.
Yes, but if you're sick, I didn't.
You're sick, you drink orange juice?
Well, I didn't. If my body is craving something, I'm sorry. I didn't think orange juice would. I did, sir.
Your body's craving to be 600 pounds.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Jeanne. Your body craves to be the size of a Volkswagen? Is that what you're trying to say? Every time I look at your eyes, I want to say punch buggy, no punch back. Doctor Now was like, look, do you want to do this or not? Because I'm so sick of playing around with you, having to sit up here and smell you and your damn mama. We gotta Febreze the office every time y'all visit. I'm sick of it. It's either you're gonna do this or you're not.
But it was craving the vitamin C or whatever. I don't hardly ever drink orange juice, but I was drinking it because I was really sick. Okay?
It's not okay.
Okay.
The reality is, it's not just orange juice you have been justifying, and you won't admit that. Either you want to do this or not. This is your life, and you're killing yourself with the food. You want to have weight loss surgery, you want to reduce your risk, then you do your work.
And then you're sitting up here making excuses, talking about how your body was craving orange juice, and that's why you 550 pounds. Really, bitch? Do I look like I'm as stupid as you are?
And you do your part. And not come in here making excuses and make rationalizations for what you want to do. And telling me things like, that's because my body was craving vitamin C. Really?
Jeanne claims that she does want to do the surgery. She's just going through a lot of stuff. So much stuff. And she had to get up at 7 a.m. for the first time in her life. And it's just all too much.
Okay, I do want to have this surgery, but I've gone through a lot of stuff. I'm dealing with a lot of emotions, a lot of different things that I'm trying to deal with and I'm trying to process.
But you still go to food to get comfort. You understand that, right?
Dr. Now is like, you know what? I'm giving you an ultimatum, okay? I'm going to give you one last chance. I want you to drop 40 pounds in 4 weeks. Okay, you need to prove to me that you want this. You gotta want it. You need to understand that you may not see Christmas. You hear me?
Okay, so if I'm going to die, let me get the surgery. I need it now.
Okay, surgery is off the table. I'm going to give you one opportunity in 4 weeks. I want you to lose 40 pounds or you're not candidate for surgery. We've given you all the information, all the tools to do that. And at your weight, on 1,200 calorie diet, that should be very easy for you. So it's time you show me you're serious about this. Because losing weight is the only way you're going to be helping your health and save your life.
And Gina's just sitting there getting this pissed off, facetious smirk on her face.
And we're here to help you and giving you every tool you need to make the changes. And you're not making the changes and you're rationalizing because everything is not going perfect for your life.
Girl, if you don't act like you got some damn respect and common sense in this man's doctor's office. And look at the doctor when he's talking to you. Doctor, now it's like your problem is that you're rationalizing your big ass food rations, okay? Just because life is lifing, we understand that you're going through it.
And we're here to help you and giving you every tool you need to make the changes. And you're not making the changes and you're rationalizing because everything is not going perfect for your life. We understand that.
No, obviously you don't.
We do.
No,
but you're not the only one.
You don't know what I've been through, but that's okay. If the surgery's off the table, that's fine.
No, it's not.
That way I can take care of what I need to take care of to get emotionally right.
Jeanne is gonna whip her big ass head around and sharpen her tone talking about some, no, you obviously don't. But that's alright. If surgery's off the table, then fuck the surgery and fuck you too. And Mama's like, no, Jeanne. Bad Jeanne. Let's use her inside voice.
You're gonna lose 40 pounds in a month. Jean Marie just
No,
agreed.
because I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting here and saying that I'm overeating. I've been through a lot of stuff.
But that doesn't make it right.
Okay,
So
well-
we're gonna lose 40 pounds in 4 weeks, and that's just the way it is because you did all this stuff to have the surgery, and you're gonna have it, and you're gonna stick to it, and that's just the bottom line.
Mama, take off your belt. Take off your chocolate and beat her ass. You're part of the reason she acts like this. You got her acting like a kid. Discipline her like a kid. So now that Jeanne is being teamed up on, she gonna start crying.
You're here to take care of yourself. You're here to change your life. But that's never going to make it okay to be unhealthy because you have a cold.
Stop.
So either you do this or don't.
Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, okay? And I'm not trying to overeat. My dad died. It's been one thing after another, after another, after another. I don't want to be unhealthy. That's why I'm doing this.
And Dr. Now is like, see, I understand that you want to be healthy, but you don't want to do the work. You don't want to do the diet and you don't want to do therapy, but that's all right. I'm going to give you one last chance to drop these 40 pounds and then we see what we can do. And Gina's like, okay, yes, sir.
So what I'm telling you is, unless you show me you're willing to do these things, you're not going to be successful in the long run. You will just gain all your weight back. So I'll give you another chance and set you up to see a therapist and give you 4 weeks and you get your weight down, because ideally it would be best if you were under 500 before we did your weight loss surgery. But if you at least lose 40 pounds, then we'll see where we go from there and discuss the next step, okay?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry.
So Jeanne leaves. She's frustrated and disappointed as usual. Dr. Now is frustrated. Mama's frustrated, and I sure as hell am too. We check in on Jeanne and Mama back at home. She's still in her Patrick Star get up, and Jeanne feels like she's just not getting enough credit because she cut back on soda and cigarettes.
My last appointment with Dr. Now, I was very frustrated because I felt that I had done better, and I felt that he was kind of brushing it off, so I was mad. My mom says I just have to swallow my pride and just shut up and listen to him. Lately, all the stress that I've been going through has been making me sick. and it just feels like it's getting worse.
She also says that she's feeling sick from stress. No, bitch, you're feeling sick from that squalor you're living in. Jeanne says she does want the surgery, but she doesn't want any pressure. Like the surgery is going to be a quick outpatient procedure.
How do you feel about your surgery? You still wanting to do it?
I do, but I don't want to feel pressured. Everything just keeps piling on and on and on and on, and I feel really overwhelmed. I'm not saying that I want to not continue to do it. I need a break.
So Jeanne says that she's gonna take a break for a couple of months because it's too much pressure on her right now. Girl, the only pressure you've ever experienced is the pressure of a full stomach.
I've decided that I need a break. I feel that I need to take time for myself to process everything. I mean, I don't think therapy is going to help me. So this is something that I'm doing for myself, and Dr. Now will just have to deal with it.
So cut to 4 damn months later, and Jeanne is basically being dragged back into the office by Dr. Now. 4 months. It's supposed to be 4 weeks, if you recall.
My mom and I are going back to see Dr. Now. I haven't seen him in 4 months. I have no idea what to expect. The last time I talked to him, he wasn't happy because I told him I needed to take a break for a minute. A couple days ago, Dr. Now called, and basically he threatened to kick me out of the program if I didn't come back for this appointment. But I don't want to be here right now, but I have no choice.
She heads in to hop on the scale once again, and she is hoping Dr. Now will be sympathetic.
I'm not sure how much I weigh right now. I'm hoping it's like in the low 500s because I've done really well on the diet. I've been sticking to it for the last few months. But if I'm not close to that, I hope that Dr. Now will be sympathetic to what I'm going through.
Girl, you've had your time to clown and chow down, okay? Get your ass on that scale. Now, she should have lost 200 pounds because, again, it's been another 4 months, an additional 4 months, but she only lost like 30 something.
Today, I'm at Dr. Now's office because I was forced back to see him. The goal that Dr. Now set for me was to lose 40 pounds per month. But the last time I was here, it was 5 months ago. So that means I should have lost 200 pounds since then. And there's no way that I've lost that much since I decided to take a break for a couple of months.
513.
At least I'm not gaining. But right now, I'm afraid that I'm going to get yelled at.
So Dr. Now comes in the room. He's like, okay, so you lost 40 pounds in 4 months. He's not exactly happy with it, but at least she's losing something.
So, Jeanne, let's talk about your weight loss. You're down to 513 pounds.
Yes, sir.
So you lost just under 40 pounds in 5 months instead of 1 month. But at least you're almost getting on your goal of being under 500 pounds so we can do your surgery. Well, my concern is you keep deciding not to come back 4 to 5 months at a time. And right now, you're losing less than 10 pounds a month, which means you're still eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. And you didn't talk to Lola, so you're still not continuing with any therapy either.
But Dr. Now cuts her another deal. He says, here's what we're gonna do. I'll go ahead and approve your ass for the surgery because I can tell you're a bad cold away from joining your daddy. But on the day you show up for surgery, you need to be down another 20, okay?
But here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I approve you for weight loss surgery. But here's what I want you to do. 1 month from now,
Okay.
I want you to lose 20 pounds,
Okay.
be under 500 when you come for your surgery.
All right. Thank
And
you. I
if you come
appreciate it.
back and you haven't lost weight or you gain weight, we're going to cancel your surgery.
Okay.
Okay? But after surgery, I want you to promise me no more excuses and missing an appointment with me or Lola, especially with therapy, because it's important you do that.
Okay. I'll do it.
And Jeanne was fucking shook. You hear me? She was looking at Mama, Mama was looking at her and she was just like, okay, yeah, sure, yes, sir. So Dr. Now walks out the room and he is still concerned about Jeanne. You know, the weight loss is slow, but her body is deteriorating fast. So he's agreeing to do the surgery to save Jeanne's life.
I still have a lot of concerns about Jeanne because in a year and a half, she's still not doing many of things she committed to. And much of her weight loss at this point has been because of controlled diet in the hospital. But the bigger problem is we're running out of time with her. So far, it's been a combination of luck and our intervention that kept her alive this long. And the big issue with that is they both keep getting infection from their unsanitary environment and poor hygiene. And in Jeanne's case, she won't survive that again. So in this case, I believe surgery is the only chance she has to stop that from happening soon.
Now, if it was me, if you're asking what Momo would do, I'd tell her to kick rocks. Okay, she has been nothing but disrespectful. She keeps quitting the program. She can't even do her damn telehealth therapy phone calls. Nothing about this situation points to Jeanne being successful in the long run. Okay, I'm not about to scrub in for this scrub, but hey, I'm not the world-renowned doctor. I'm just a dumbass YouTuber talking shit on the internet, so what the hell do I know? Jeanne has the nerve to keep talking shit.
I was very surprised he approved me for surgery, but I think Dr. Now has finally realized that I do deserve to have the weight loss surgery. I should have had it already.
Bitch, the only thing you deserve is some fucking soap and maybe a new bra. I just can't stand this heifer, man. So the next thing you know, it's a month later and Jeanne is suited up in the hospital. Dr. Now comes in to see her.
How you feel today?
Okay.
All right, so you were supposed to lose 20 pounds and get under 500 by today. But you only lost 11 pounds and you're at 502.
Yeah.
But since it's only 2 pounds away from 500, I'm going to move ahead with your surgery.
She was supposed to lose these 20 pounds in a month to get this surgery today, okay? And she only lost 11 pounds, but Dr. Now is gonna do the surgery anyway? Dr. Now, if you don't send her ass back home to her dirty ass dogs, I would have snatched that stocking cap off her head so quick.
Let's get you fixed up. And for safety, we're gonna put what's called PICC lining. Then we get you into surgery, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, great.
Mom is like, all right, take care of my baby now.
How long do you think the surgery will take?
Hey, probably about an hour. So it's gonna take a little while to put her to sleep, a little bit to wake her up, so.
Okay, well, take good care of my baby. I'm too old to make any more.
Absolutely. Okay?
Shut your vacuum stomach ass up and let the doctor do his good work. I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I'm mad as hell right now. Talking about take care of my baby like she hasn't been the one feeding her to death. And I'm just mad. Dr. Now is talking about well, if I don't do the surgery, she isn't gonna make it. Well, that's just too damn bad. She should have thought about that. Anyway, they do the damn surgery even though I disagree. And it cuts to Jeanne recovering in the hospital a couple days later after she has her weight loss surgery. And she is absolutely miserable.
I've been in the hospital a couple of days recovering from surgery, and it's been miserable. I would have liked to have been a little bit more informed about the pain that I'm going through, because I'm in a lot of pain, like excruciating pain.
You need me to help you up? You okay?
Yeah.
I told you this girl was not prepared for the reality of this surgery. Girl, they split you open and snatched your big ass stomach out. Doctor Now said that stomach was the size of a fucking pillowcase. You didn't think that shit was gonna hurt?
It's really uncomfortable. In fact, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But now I've had to give up my comfort. And I thought that's what I wanted. But you start second guessing yourself. I knew this journey would be hard, but I didn't realize it was going to be so hard. So hopefully it starts to get easier for me, because if it doesn't, then I'm not sure I'm going to be continuing on my journey.
It's too late now, bitch. They can't put your stomach back. You wanted this surgery so damn bad, trying to demand it out of Dr. Now, and now you're up in the hospital looking stupid. God damn, she got on my nerves so bad, y'all. If y'all want to know how this shit ended, y'all want to know how this ended? It ended with her quitting the entire program right after she got surgery. She quit going to her follow-up appointments and everything. What a damn shocker. That's how the episode ended, with Dr. Now caving in and giving her the surgery, her complaining about it, and then immediately quitting the program. Now it's time for the more recent update. What the hell is Jeanne up to these days? Now, a whole bunch of drama took place after the show. So listen to this. Now, this Where Are They Now episode that we just went over dropped in 2021. I did find an article written about Jeanne in 2024 that gave us an update and link to her Facebook, where Jeanne posted up a glow-up selfie of her, which was posted several years after the show aired. Miss Thing went to Fantastic Sam's and got her a good hair wash, a little keratin treatment perhaps. She got on a good shade of Revlon lipstick and she is feeling herself, honey. She even got some new damn glasses. Look at that. Now, the article said she was reportedly down to 388 pounds as of last year, but I have no idea where the hell they got that number, and I didn't give enough fucks to fact check it. But the article also mentioned two more interesting facts. That she has a boo thing now, okay, she done found her a man, and that she sued the show back in 2020, which got me down a whole lawsuit rabbit hole about the 600-pound life show being sued by some of the contestants. So here is the tea on that. So back in 2020, several former participants of My 600-Pound Life sued the show's production company, Megalomedia. So Megalomedia, okay, Mega Man Media, or whatever the fuck it's called, is the production company that works directly for TLC. And they are the ones who film and produce the show for TLC. Now, the participants who sued them includes Maja from season 7, Jeanne Covey and her mom Barbara, Dottie from season 4, and Jeanette from season 7. She was a hot damn mess anyway, didn't like that heifer. Alicia from season 6, she was a whiny brat. And Destiny from season 7. So they accused the company of negligence, emotional abuse, and fraud, saying producers forced them to eat food they didn't want, lie for drama, film excessively long hours, and failed to give them proper mental health support. Now, I think everything here is pretty believable, except for forcing them to eat food they didn't want to eat. Now, I know the production company pays for the food they eat on camera, like they get a little food budget, but none of them look like they suddenly lost their damn appetite. They all look pretty jolly to be eating free food to me. Now, Jeanne's mom was also named in the lawsuit because they claim that the producers told them that they would cover all of mom's medical bills from all those infections she concocted and all those surgeries she needed to have. But when the $70,000 bill dropped, TLC said they weren't paying for shit. 70 bands worth of nasty ass itis. I told y'all it doesn't pay to be pissy. The contestants basically lost this lawsuit. It was practically thrown out. The court said that the producers may have been trifling, but it wasn't extreme enough to legally classify as emotional abuse. Plus, the plaintiffs also didn't present enough receipts to prove anything. You know you signed your damn soul away when you signed that TLC contract. Y'all really thought you were gonna beat this big ass production company in court. Do you know how many lawsuits TLC has been through? They will dog walk your ass in court and then countersue you for wasting their damn time. So while we can all agree that TLC is trifling, I have a saying for this kind of situation: two truths can be true. I still think Jeanne is an entitled, horrible brat. I don't care how they edited the damn footage. So then I took a gander on Jeanne's Facebook, and the first thing I see is a picture of Charlie Kirk caressing white Jesus like they're long lost lovers. All I'm gonna say is that nothing I found on this girl's Facebook page was surprising to me. Like, at all. Most of her Facebook pictures is a mix of cheesy Halloween art, her dogs, and a sprinkle of religious nationalism and theocracy. What a damn combo. No full body pictures or any weight loss updates. Jeanne keeps things very light and tight on social media. So we can only hope that her mom, and her 15 dogs are doing all right. So that's the story of Jeremy Jeanne. Again, if you have not seen my previous video covering her original episode, please go check it out. Now, if this one made you chuckle, you're sure as hell gonna love that one too. Now, to wrap this video up, it is time for my analysis and reflection. That's right, it is time for Momo's mindful moment. So, Jeanne was one of my least favorite kinds of people. A perpetual victim. I cannot stand a mofo who always wants to play the victim. They are vindictive, they are manipulative, and they are dangerous. They get those narcissistic tears going and they twist the story to get your sympathy or whatever the hell they want out of you. And as soon as you catch a whiff of the bullshit, as soon as things are not adding up, the next thing you know, you're the fucking villain, all because you stopped giving them the validation that they so crave. People's lives have been damn near destroyed due to the manipulation of perpetual victims like Jeanne. It has happened over and over again. It's a story as old as time. Just remember this, folks. There's always three sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth. Now, I will always have more trust in the person that owns up to their shit, owns up to their side of things. Like, if you're gonna be a bitch, you might as well be that bitch. Like, if you're gonna be an asshole, the least you can do is own that shit. I mean, it worked for me. That's what I do. And now I have a successful YouTube channel. So what I am trying to say is, be careful of those woe is me types. Okay, if they are throwing another person under the bus, they will do the same to you. And when it comes to any situation, remember every situation has nuance. So be careful of perpetual victims. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated. And whatever you do, don't be a perpetual victim yourself. Own up to your shit. That's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I want to give a little quick shout out, a little thank you for 50,000 subs. God damn, y'all got me over here feeling myself like Beyonce. I'm over here feeling successful. And I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much for everyone who has hit subscribe, liked my videos, hyped my videos, shared my videos. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like this video and hype the video if the hype button is there. I don't know what the hell YouTube is doing with that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I wake up and I eat. My enabler brings a feast. Blame my trauma, blame my past, blame my anxiety. Call doctor now, tell him lies, throw a fit and then I cry. Yeah, I know it's do or die, but you don't know what it's like. Let me tell you about my 600-pound life.